Hi everyone, it's Randy, and I wanted to show you a quick video of some of the new watercolor products by close to my heart and some of my early impressions of them. We have 3 new products in the new Annual Inspirations book. The first is this set of 5 paint brushes. We'll take a closer look at those in a moment. 36 watercolor paints and 10 sheets of 12 by 12 watercolor paper. I'm going to show you a quick side-by-side of the watercolor paper with White Daisy, so you can see there is some color difference. It's slight, but you can definitely tell the difference. So if you get the two confused on your desk or something, the White Daisy is just whiter. Also has sort of a slicker feel, in my opinion. On to the brushes. Okay, so you get 5 brushes. You have 2 that are sort of squared off, and then 3 that are different sizes of sort of a pointy liner style brush for detail work. I wanted to show you that when the brushes first come out of the package, they're a little crunchy. See how the bristles are sort of held together, probably from some kind of material while they're shipping to keep them together and nice. But a quick swish in my little water pail there, and now your brushes are nice and flexible again. I wanted to show you a quick tip about the lid of the watercolor paints. It will actually separate, and you're going to see me do that here, and you can use the lid as a palette. So you want to lift your lid straight to vertical and then just pull it toward you, and it will lift out of those hinges, and you can use it to mix colors in. I'm going to show you that here again in slow motion so you can see that. So just pull it straight to vertical, and then it will just lift right out of those hinges. You don't want to pop it off because you could actually break the little pieces that hold it in, but it's kind of nice when you have that flexibility. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of watercolor paper here. They're identical, and I'm going to paint them both with the same color, the same technique. But on the first, I'm going to use a clean brush with clean water, and I'm going to moisten the watercolor paper first. On that second piece, I'll just apply the paint directly to the dry paper and just let you kind of see the difference there. Okay, so I've got my paper nice and wet. Of course, you've always got to have some paper towels on hand nearby. Get that one out of the way, and we're ready to go. So you do want a good amount of water on your brush when you're ready to go. The paints are solid, so some extra water just kind of helps get the paint activated and ready to go. Look how pretty that is. You can put this on with as much water as you want. A little bit of water, you can smudge it, you can swipe it on, just however. I encourage you to just play. Just give yourself a little bit of freedom and just say, what's going to happen when I do this? What happens when I do that? So I've sped up the video a little bit here just so you can see me kind of applying the paint. I'm going straight in with a wet brush onto the paint and then onto the damp paper. And it's nice, you get a very mottled, very pretty color. You can see me adding in some more blue there to some thinner places. And there we go. I'm just going to set this off to the side and let it dry. And we'll clean up our workspace, and we'll come back with that second piece. And I'm going to do the same kind of a thing, same colors, same brush, only this time the paper itself is going to be dry. So I'll show you how you can use that palette. So I'm actually just picking up some color and dropping it into the little well onto the lid. I'll get a little extra water and let it sort of drip down in there, and it makes a little puddle, and that gives you sort of a consistent paint. If you were doing a large area, that would be what you wanted to do. I'll get my green ready again, and then we'll be ready to paint. You don't have to do this. I was really just kind of experimenting how it would go. So for more muted colors, this is definitely a nice way to get a consistent look. So you have your paint sort of already prepared. But for the bright, vibrant colors, you will just go straight onto the paint and straight onto the paper, and you'll see me do that as I paint. Okay, I'm going to speed up the camera again and let you just watch me paint this on. You can see how bright and how vibrant the paint goes on to the dry paper. Okay, I'm going to finish this out with some of the blue. I'm going to dab off some of my water there just so I have a little bit drier brush and blend it all down. It's so pretty. I just had a lot of fun just kind of experimenting and playing and see what might happen. Okay, I'm going to blend these colors down. I love that you can go back in and add more. By the way, I think that's a great feature of our paint. The one that I applied to the dry paper is on the left and the wet paper is on the right. I just wanted you to kind of see the different effect. The paper does have a tendency to sort of curl. If you were doing a big 12 by 12, it would probably be a little bit wrinkly. But you can double mat it onto something again and help sturdy it up. I'm just coaxing those fibers to kind of go the way I want it, using the warmth of my hand. So you can see the paper's not completely dry. It's still a little bit soft at this point. But you wanted to really let them dry if you were going to do any kind of stamping on top of these. In my case, I decided to see what I could do with my little scrap. So I cut it into thirds and I used some of our gold foil tape. That's another new product from the Annual Inspirations. There we go. And one of the new PML gold overlays. So that is the watercolor paper, the gold foil tape, an overlay onto Lagoon, and then onto black cardstock. I'll show you a couple of other photos here. This one is just some very bright rainbow colors. I just applied one color after another. I let it dry completely, and then I stamped with Versamark and heat embossed these designs from one of our new opportunity sets. And then finally, this is another card that I did. I wanted to see how the gold embossing powder would look with it. So this is a nice little pink and gold onto black again. It really sets off those watercolor colors. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Maybe you've learned a little something, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.